Go ahead now.
It's okay. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Personnel Committee, April 28th, Councilmember Zine, and my committee members, Councilmember Cardenas and Councilmember Parks. Councilmember Parks is in Budget and Finance. Councilman Cardenas is going to be here or not? You gonna check? Okay, we'll see where he's located. We have on the agenda 4 items, and we will begin for your convenience. Number 1.
For item 1, you have the city attorney report and ordinance requiring that the city be reimbursed for academy and training costs for officers at the Department of General Services, the World Airports, Port of Los Angeles, and park rangers, should they leave city service before serving 60 continuous months following successful completion of such training. This item has been heard in Public Safety Committee, and they have recommended approval.
Okay, this was my motion. And the question I have is, how well is this working out with the police department reimbursement? Who's here for this matter? No one's here for this matter?
City attorney was supposed to be here?
Yeah, the city attorney who confirmed isn't here.
Okay, so we'll continue this
Continue it.
to next meeting?
Yeah.
Just hold it, maybe someone will be here.
Well, no, if they're not here, they're already, it's already 3:25. If they show up before, we're done, but as it is now, we'll continue it to next meeting. If they show up before we're done, then we'll hear it. Number 2, please.
Item 2, you have a communication from the mayor and the city administrative officer. This has to do with contracting authorities and budget modifications for the fiscal year 2006 Urban Area Security Initiative grant. And this item has also been heard by Public Safety Committee, and they have recommended approval of the CEO recommendations.
Good afternoon. Melissa Fleming with the CAO. As stated, the mayor's office is requesting authority to extend the grant term of the fiscal year 2006 Urban Area Security Initiative Award, or the UASI Award. In accordance with that grant extension, they're requesting additional contracting and financial authorities, as well as continuing resolution authority for 5 positions. 3 of the positions are in ITA, 2 are in the Emergency Management Department, and we've estimated a general fund impact of approximately $189,000 associated with the fringe benefit costs for the 2006 UASI positions.
Now, how does this fit into our budget for next fiscal year?
For the next fiscal year, all the positions associated with the UASI grants, their fringe benefits and salary costs are fully funded by the grant. This particular grant was one we accepted several fiscal years ago, and at that time we had estimated a continuing fringe benefit cost associated with the grant. However, the mayor's office has subsequently worked with the grantor, and we've managed to get the salary and fringe of all the positions covered. So it's only this year that we're looking at this cost.
And where are we going to find that?
As these are all continuing resolution authority positions, the fringe benefit costs would already have been calculated into the Human Resources Benefits Trust Funds. So we're not looking at any additional cost for that.
Okay, UASI grants are very important for our safety. And you're with the mayor's office?
Yes,
Laura,
Laura Shin, grants director.
what do you have to say about this?
I just ask that you review the item before you and grant the authority for us to reappropriate the funds for this fiscal year and the other contracting authorities that are indicated, and the extension approval.
And we have other agencies involved in this, Glendale, Ventura County.
Yes, there are up to 28 subrecipients for this grant, which makes it very complex.
Are you coordinating all of those?
Well, my team and I work together,
Okay.
along with our deputy mayor,
Who's that?
RF Alakon.
I hear he's leaving.
That's accurate. That's correct.
So there'll be another job opening, or maybe that'll be one of the jobs that's cut with the budget crisis that we're facing for next fiscal year. Okay. Not controversial, no one's opposing it, and it seems to be doing well. So we'll recommend approval for item number 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 3.
For item 3, the mayor has submitted a recommendation to approve an exemption of first deputy general manager. This is for the Harbor Department, and the general manager, actually, I'm sorry, executive director is here.
The who? The doctor's here? The doctor's in the
Executive
house?
director.
Dr. Geraldine, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Nice and cool down there, isn't it?
Yeah. So this action before you completes the reorganization of the department I started about 3 years ago into 5 functional groups. We'll have operations, development, administration, business, and then this bureau, external affairs. And with a lot of the high-profile stuff the Harbor Department's doing, like in our Clean Air Action Plan and Clean Truck Program, we really needed to elevate this area within our organization.
And how does this work with the budget coming forward?
This has been factored into our budget, and also we have done the 10% reduction that was requested by the mayor in the salaries. You know, we are hoping some attrition will help us meet our number, and we may also be doing furloughs like all the other city departments.
How's the harbor doing overall?
February was really bad, down 32% revenue in volume, revenue off 36%. Now March, we were only down 9% in volume. So that's and you know, April looks like it may be similar to March. So I'm hoping February was the bottom.
I read an article recently, a lot of the cars that are coming in from overseas are being stored at Point Hueneme because they run out of space.
Yeah, right. And we had Terminal Island on the Long Beach side was just acres and acres of automobiles, but they have actually started to move out to dealerships now.
Okay, there's a lot of impact on that. Do you have any pirates down there, by the way?
Pirates, no.
I keep hearing about pirates, and
No, it's yeah, most people don't realize there's a couple areas in the world where there are pirates. Yeah.
Somalia, there's a lot of pirates. And is it Somalia?
Yeah, Somalia and the Straits of Malacca, Indonesia.
But not in
No,
Harbor
no,
or San
well.
Pedro.
Well,
I'm sure Janice Hunt will be down there containing the pirates. They are the pirates, aren't they? San Pedro High?
yeah, good one.
So you do have pirates down there.
Yeah. Did you grow up in San Pedro?
No, I just have a lot of useless information.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to give you deputy general manager, and that person works directly under you?
Right.
Okay, and that's going to be exempt, obviously, so do you have some idea, qualifications, et cetera?
Yes, and there should be the job description. I don't know if that's
I
in
don't see
your,
that.
in your packet.
I don't see that part.
Okay.
No, we get is the letter from the mayor.
No, we don't have that.
Yeah, it's basically this person has to be over our media relations, our legislative affairs, oversee our Washington and Sacramento representatives, our PR department. We even have a print shop, but really everything that has to do with sort of our external relations.
Now, what's the salary range going to be for this position?
Tish, do you?
It's a first deputy general manager, council member, so the range is from 183,000 to 228,000.
Okay. Probably start on the low end. Right, Tom?
Depending upon whether they can recruit the appropriate person.
Well, I'm sure they could recruit, but there's a whole bunch of people looking for work. Talented people. Okay, does Long Beach have a comparable position?
They have a position, well, you know, did they change when I was there, their board secretary was their senior manager that did the legislative affairs, and they had a separate PR group. I'm not sure, they may have combined them. I don't really know off the top of my head.
So we don't contract out for PR, this person would be doing the PR?
Well, actually, I tried to contract out for PR about 18 months ago, and that's when I learned about mayor's directive, I think from the Hahn administration, about not hiring PR firms. And that's when the mayor's office kind of understood what we were trying to do down there, and they basically advised me, you need to build the strength within your organization. So we actually did not hire one of the PR firms that we were going to go with, so.
So you won't be contracting out, it'll all be done internally from
Yeah, yes,
this individual?
yes.
And what kind of staff will they have?
Well, they'll have, oh gosh, let's see, I've got the org chart here. Oh, thanks, Tish. And I don't know if you've got that in your packet.
No.
But they have They'll have senior people in public relations, community relations, corporate communications, media, and legislative affairs. So, do we know the total number of staff within that group?
Are they going to be hiring new people, or is this person going to absorb existing?
No, these are really existing, pretty much existing people that I pulled together.
Under this umbrella?
Right, exactly.
Now, you mentioned Washington. You know, we have in-house lobbyists in Washington,
Yes,
D.C.
yes.
Jim Seeley,
Right, know Jim very well.
and also Sacramento.
Right, right,
Okay, because we try not to duplicate, and Jim does a great job, and so also in Sacramento
right,
with the liaisons we need to do there.
right.
Okay. Very well. Anything else on this matter?
No, you just asked how many staff people, there's about 20 that are gonna be replaced under the
Yeah, but we're not going to hire 20 additional people.
No, 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 no.
Okay. Okay, so you're realigning, reorganizing, and making it more efficient.
Right.
So we'll be able to compete with Long Beach,
5 functional groups.
your previous
yes.
home, Long
Yeah,
Beach,
right.
where they have the Grand Prix. Maybe we should have a Grand Prix down there, too.
We have lots of neat things. July 3rd, we're having Cars and Stripes Forever.
What are they doing on July 4th?
Oh, they have a big Cabrillo Beach fireworks, and there's a lot going on down there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much. The matter is going to be recommended for approval. And number 4, please.
And item 4, the Department of Water and Power has transmitted reports relative to the authorization and execution of various health and dental plan agreements.
Hello.
Good afternoon, this is Rose Garcia with the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. I'm asking for your support and approval of our health plan contract.
And these go from when to when?
They're one-year contracts starting July 1.
Okay, this is part of the MOU with the employees.
Yeah, embedded in our MOUs.
This comes out of, well, this is an enhancement of their current, or how does this compare to what they currently have?
The benefits are the same as the current medical, their health and dental benefits. The benefits haven't changed.
So there's no enhancement of the benefits?
No enhancement.
How about the subsidies?
No enhancement of the
So
subsidy.
everything's the same, it stays the way it is now?
Correct.
Okay. You have different programs than other, you Health Plan in Nevada,
Yeah, because of where our employees are located throughout the United States, we don't have employees just in the city of LA. We have employees in Nevada and other places. As a result, we have contracts with other agencies as well.
this is
So
for
that's where they're
active?
stationed.
It's where they physically work.
So this is active or just active and retired, or just active?
We have both active and retiree contracts.
Under these plans?
I can break it down for you. Give me a second.
Like you got Cigna, Delta,
We have, for retirees, we have.
oh, I see, active employees and for retired.
Right. The
Okay.
retirees are Kaiser, Blue Shield, Cigna, Health Plans of Nevada, Pacific Care. And actives are Kaiser, Blue Shield, Cigna, Health Plans of Nevada, Pacific Care,
Okay.
and Blue Cross, various versions of Blue Cross.
Now, how come the civilians, Tom, don't have similar coverage? Variety of programs.
We don't need any employees in Nevada, so we don't have any health plans for Nevada.
A lot of retirees there.
Retiree health is under LACER's board. They go out to RFP every 3 to 5 years, solicit the best vendor and find the best vendor. At the moment, for the retiree plan, that's Blue Cross. They have in comparison to other vendors, they have the best pricing as it relates to premium.
Who does?
Blue Cross.
I don't see Blue Cross here.
Well, this is,
I see
as
Pacific.
was indicated, these plans are embedded in their collective bargaining agreements.
Right.
And therefore, these are the plans that they have to offer pursuant to their collective bargaining agreements.
I thought you said Blue Shield, or Blue Cross? I don't see Blue Cross. I see Cigna, Delta, Health.
We
Okay.
have Blue Cross HMO for actives, not for retirees, and we have Blue Cross up in the Owens Valley, because there's no other plan available to our Owens Valley employees.
But they're not part of this resolution.
They're not listed
Oh,
here.
you know what? We'll be back.
It was transmitted, I just received it before I came up.
Because we didn't have our Blue Cross programs ready to go to board, we have, half of them went, or 9 of them went April 7th, the other or the other 5 went April 21st, so we'll actually have to come back here for the last 5.
Why don't we all do it at one time?
Because we had added an additional, actually a higher cost to our retirees, but they had requested a different type of plan or a third option that was a little more expensive, but a higher deductible, et cetera. But that's what they had wanted, and it was not any additional cost to DWP, so we offered a third plan, and that required more paperwork in the new contract.
So the employees are paying for that?
Yes,
The
they-
additional cost?
Higher deductibles.
Higher deductible, higher
They're not paying for
everything.
it, but the higher deductible.
Higher deductible. And is everything based on the Kaiser plan?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because currently you didn't offer Blue Cross under the papers that we have. No impact on the general fund, which is good, since the general fund is in deep trouble. Okay, questions?
The deductibles for active employees at the Department of Water and Power, how do they compare with the deductibles for active employees with the city? We already know that their pay is higher, but.
Their deductible is comparable to, I mean, we pay up to the Kaiser rate, which is what I believe the city pays.
What do you think? Tom would know the answer to that.
I'm not familiar with their specific plan design. Some of their copay structure may be higher, some of it lower. It just depends upon the specific plan.
For active employees?
As I say, it depends upon the specific plan and what's available. We have not reviewed the plan designs of all of these plans.
Maybe we should.
Well, one of the reasons why I ask is because we're constantly losing city employees to Department of Water and Power, and it seems to be the impression around here that a lot of times it's because they can do a similar job at the Department of Water and Power with the same skills, and they get a higher pay scale. I'm curious as to whether or not there are other benefits as well. Do they have a higher retirement
Retirement is
threshold?
higher. You know, when we lose employees to Water and Power, it's primarily a function of salary. Secondarily, it's a function of retirement, because we have a 2.16 formula, they have a 2.3 formula at 55. So we see some employees at career end attempting to move because that's the best time for that. And then in competitive classifications where we share classifications, we see movement solely on the basis of salary. If the benefits are close.
So this is peanuts compared to
This
the
is
rest
not
of
the
it.
issue that is causing our.
It's not it's the
loss.
pay, it's the
No,
pay,
no, it's
not the benefits.
And retirement.
And retirement. Retirement is.
Does the Department of Water and Power have council members? Just kidding. I'm done. Can't retire over there, we gotta do it here.
That's a separate retirement plan, isn't it? Or is it Lacers?
Power is a separate retirement
Yeah,
plan.
see?
So there's the police and fire, which is one. There's Lacers, and then there's water and power. So there's 3 plans for the city,
And which one's the best?
police and fire. They get the most.
Far and away.
Yeah, but you gotta, risk your
CRP
life.
Training, pick up all kinds of ladders.
Risk your life. Dangerous job. Okay. We'll approve that matter. Thank you. We got the quorum on that. And on item 1, we continued it. We didn't have the information here from the people. And 2 and 3, if you want to join me in my
items 2
recommendation
and
of
3.
approval. That's it. Thank you very much.
And nobody has submitted cards for public comment.
Huh?
No public comment.